Morning. Watch your step.
Yeah, you can wear it. There you go.
She can carry over here. Thank you.
I'm not on too.
I can hear you on two.
Okay.
I can't hear anything.
So are you on too? Just put it on it.
So we're going to start considering the historic bridge of the Quad Cities by ignoring this new one. That's an entirely different story. I know nothing about it except that we get a great view of its construction as we go under it. We'll go under it twice, once now. But I will say a few words about bridges in general, starting with what is a bridge? We have architects I know on here who should know that. But let's take the simplistic view. A bridge is some kind of a structure, or doesn't have to be a structure, does it? Something that crosses over mode of transportation, such as a river or a railroad track or a road or something like that. And there are a great variety of bridge types, which I won't go into. We'll see 2 or 3 different bridge types as we go on this tour. It's the suspension bridge here, which is one important type of bridges. And it was, for the first span was built in 1935, was opened in 1935, and the second one was opened in 1960. Obviously we are going under the new bridge, which is under construction, and it's quite a spectacular bridge, and its construction is of great interest. And it was named the Iowa-Illinois Memorial Bridge, in memory of people who served in World War I. And when the interstate highway system took it over in the early 70s, that name was discarded and it became the I-74 bridge. Now, can you see the difference between the two?
Yes. This is the new one. This is the old.
Actually, it was a bridge as well as a dam. One of these tours, I said something like, well, this could be the ugliest bridge. I didn't use that word, but I was trying to be nice. Basically, I meant it's not very distinctive. And then somebody reminded me that it is made of Curt steel, which is the innovative kind of steel that you just let it rust, and you don't need to paint it and so on. And it was used first in a commercial building at the Deere headquarters, southeast part of Moline. I don't think it's in Moline, but in any case, the Curt steel makes this kind of a distinctive bridge. There's a long history of this bridge in this location, which we're doing fine. Originally, in this virtually the same spot, was a dam built by David Benton Sears. That dam was made of rush and stone, and it was not only a dam, but it was a bridge, because you could drive your wagon or you could walk your livestock or whatever across that dam from Rock Island, or the Arsenal Island, to Moline. The construction of the bridge actually began in 1854, and that was completed in 1856. It was a wooden structure, primarily wooden structure. 1856, it was completed in April, I forgot the date, April 1856, and then 2 weeks later, a riverboat ran into it. The F.E. Afton, those of you who are local know about the F.E. Afton, and the F.E. Afton, which was a boat that had never been on the upper Mississippi before, was obviously run by people from St. Louis, the steamboat interests. It ran into the bridge, and one of the bridge spans fell in the river, burned and fell into the river. The Effie Afton itself burned and fell into the river. The bell from the Effie Afton was later brought up and put back together, and it's in the Rock Island Arsenal Historical Museum, which may or may not be open if you want to. Yeah, the museum's open.
Yeah.
It's the gift shop that may
That's
not
going
be
from the
open.
Moline side.
So if you want to see a remnant of the Effie Afton, that's the place to go.